Hey everyone, we're back live. How's it going? This is another code, 2 memories for the Nintendo DS. This is going to be part 2 and very likely the finale already. Which reminds me actually that I have to bring up on my screen here the guide I was looking at yesterday. I had to look after the stream yesterday to see whether or not the comment from Ashley about Deep acting weird about his shoe or something like that, or whether or not that was required for the good ending. I could not find any other reference to it that would suggest that this was required, so I'm gonna keep going as if I did get it. So, well, let's keep going then, shall we? Right. Oh yeah, that reminds me, there were some cards that I had in mind of reading. Yeah. Card number 903. Richard's memo. Lately, I've been wandering through the mansion for a change of pace. I like to find the most comfortable sofa, or the best bed to nap in, or the room with the most interesting decorative style. I start each day with my work goal in mind, but I often get distracted from my research and I start to think about all the people who used to live in this mansion. More often than not, I think about the girl named Franny. I suppose it's because she reminds me of my dear Ashley. It makes me miss her even more. I wonder if Ashley remembers me at all. Ashley. Note, must take care of the rat problem in the porter's lodge. Card number 904, Richard's memo. Today I'm thinking of Japan. It's Sayoko's native country. Such beautiful islands surrounded by sea. I would love to go there one day with Ashley. We could see Sayoko's parents in their quiet mountain village and ask them to tell us stories about Sayoko's childhood. I also want to walk under the cherry blossoms with Ashley. Okay, what do we have here? There's a newspaper. An old newspaper is on the table. The newspaper is 11 years old. Seattle Daily Sentinel. Scientist dies. Motive unknown. The newspaper is dated August 26th. The article reads, Scientist dies. Motive unknown. On the night of August 25th, Dr. Sayoko Robbins, aged 28, of MJ Labs, was fatally shot in the chest at her home. Sayoko's younger daughter, Ashley, aged 3, was hiding in a wardrobe in the house at the time of the shooting and sustained no physical harm herself. First at the scene was the victim's husband, Dr. Richard Robbins, aged 30. He has subsequently been brought in for questioning by the authorities, as the chief suspect based on all the evidence currently available. So, my mother is dead? She was murdered? Oh, I'm remembering that dream I always have, the one about the night of my 3rd birthday. Mom and I were sitting in the kitchen, waiting for Dad to come home. On the table was a cake with 3 candles on top, and next to it, there was a teddy bear with a red ribbon. Then, someone came in. You can't have another. Another with a capital A. I heard Mom shout that, and then... Oh. Ashley? What's wrong? Ashley. It's nothing. Is that all that's on the table? Ashley, what's wrong? I can't tell anymore. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What do you mean? It wasn't just a dream. I remember now. What do you remember? I'm just like you. I saw it all. Mom was drenched in blood. It was red everywhere. She was on the floor, dead. Ashley. That newspaper said that my mom was murdered. Ashley. And according to the article, the person who killed my mom might have been my dad. I didn't come all the way here to find that out. Ashley. I've had enough. Ashley. Okay, this is getting old. No, really, enough. I want to go home. But where? What? Where will you go? Listen to me, Ashley. Why did you come to this place? To see my dad. To see him. Why? I wanted to hear the truth from him. Well, your father is waiting. Let's go and find him. D. Don't forget the way you felt when you first came to this island. Your father will be able to explain what happened to your mother. But it's only natural to be afraid, but the truth is nothing to be scared of. Real sadness comes not from knowing the truth. I should know. Come on, Ashley. Your father is waiting. D. What do you want to do, Ashley? You're hard on me, D. Because you're telling me the truth. Are you coming? You're right. Ashley. Come on, let's go. Dad is waiting for me. Alright. Let's go then. Okay, that's the newspaper. There's nothing else to be found in this kitchen. I see there's a painting on the mantelpiece. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There is a picture on the wall. The boy on the left looks older. The boy on the right looks younger. Duh! Thank you for these descriptions. Whoever wrote them. It's a portrait of two boys. Who are the boys in the portrait? There is a fireplace and something else. The smell is coming from here. Ah, yeah, at the end of the stream yesterday, one of them said it smelled like something was burning or something. There's burnt paper in the fireplace. The paper has writing on it. Part of it is too burnt to read. Increasing chance, implement, fabricated memories, merging. Using another, replay memory. However, in practice. Another! This is an essay on another. I got the burnt essay. There is only ash in the fireplace. Okay. Well, I think that's all in this place, isn't it? Can you hear that noise? I'd have to be deaf not to. It's loud. Where is it coming from? The counter, I think. That radio? There is a radio on the counter. That noise is coming from this radio. How can I turn it off? Channel. Is this the tuner, or is that the volume? They both say CH, so... Thought this was the power button here, but... Why won't it turn off? Good question. Well, let's try it again, I guess. It looks, when you look at it that way, it looks like there's a button on the thing on the right, yeah, and it says on off when you look at it like that way. But when you look at the 3D model, it doesn't say on off for whatever reason. I believe there may be a button missing. Like a knob that you put on it and that you turn, so that it clicks and it turns the thing off. There's something on the table. The bottle is open. The glass is half full. There's nothing on the table. It's a rug. beat on your rug, dude. There's something on the table. This is a lighter. The initials BE are engraved on the back of the lighter. BE. I got the lighter. There's a bottle on its side and a rumpled cloth on the table. The sofa is covered in dust. There's a glass cabinet displaying a wide variety of bottles. Coat rack. There's a coat rack, yeah. There's a glass cabinet display. Yeah, okay, that's the same thing you already said before. What about the counter, though? There's a radio on the counter. Why does it have two buttons for the tuner anyway? And also it's not rendering the needle or whatever for the tuner. Yeah, and putting the Nintendo DS in sleep mode doesn't change anything. There's also something I should mention, I guess. I made a mistake actually yesterday in saying that you have to press the home button to put the Nintendo DS in sleep mode. That's not completely accurate. You can do it that way, but you can also bring up the Virtual Console menu like this and it will accomplish the same thing. No, you have to tune it in or what? After we turned the static off, the radio played a pleasant tune. I know this song. It's called The Miracle of the Blue Moon. I never heard it before. My father liked this song. It was popular long before you were born. I see. Hey, someone's coming. It's you. Probably can't see D. Ashley. Ashley. My Ashley. Hey comrade, how's it going? Okay, let's talk to him. Ashley, I am Richard. What should I do? Yeah, it's been a while. How's it going? This is my dad. Ashley. Yes? I've been waiting for you. I don't know what to call you now that you're right in front of me. Dad? Did you bring the DAS? Well, hello. Yes, it's right here. Along with the cards that you left for me. Ashley, thank you for coming all this way. I'm so happy to see you. He doesn't look happy. What's the matter? Dad, where's Jessica? Jessica. Jessica is missing. What do you mean, missing? She went looking for you and never came back. I heard her scream near the drawbridge and I found her glasses by the porter's lodge by the gate. Is Jessica inside the mansion somewhere? No. I haven't seen Jessica. Where could she be? I'll find her. Don't worry. What's wrong? What are you thinking about? Dad, there is something that I wanted to ask you. It's about Mum. Why? Why was Mom killed? Sayoko, your mother. Your mother was killed whilst trying to protect you and another. But who? Who would want to kill her? It wasn't you, was it, Dad? Ashley, you don't remember anything about that night, do you? I have dreams about that night. What kind of dreams? In my dreams, I'm 3 years old. I'm hiding in the wardrobe, crying myself to sleep. Then, all of a sudden, the doors of the wardrobe open and someone calls my name. Do you remember who that was? No, I don't. That's always the point where the dream ends. That's why I couldn't remember what you looked like. Don't worry about that, Ashley. That doesn't matter. Please forgive me. I'm sorry to have left you alone for so long. Dad. Ashley, I didn't kill your mother. Dad. Sayoko was. Your mother was my one and only. When I lost her, it felt like a part of myself went with her. It was for Sayoko. She was the reason why I continued to develop another. Dad, is another complete? That's what the message on the DS card said. Ashley, another is the result of a life's worth of research by Sayoko and myself. And now that you are here, Ashley, it is complete. Could you explain what another is, Dad? Another is... Hey, do you hear that? What's making that sound? I'll go and check it out. Wait here, I'll be back. Okay. Did I miss something here, by the way? After turning the radio off, D mentions that the name of the song is The Miracle of the Blue Moon. Okay, yeah, so that I got. Okay, he's left me here. Was that your father? Yeah, I guess so. It seemed strange to me. When Dad hugged me, he smelled like cigarettes. That's my dad. I finally met my dad. Hey, RNG dude. How's it going, dude? I feel dizzy. Hold on. Could my father see you, D? No. But he couldn't see me. How come? Because your father doesn't trust people. You don't have to worry. Adults are all like that. Hallway. Going well? Good day ahead? Sounds good then. Dad, where did your father go? Who knows? Hey, why do you look younger? I don't know. I haven't done anything. Next to the sink is a handkerchief. The handkerchief looks new. Hey, there's blood on it. The refrigerator door won't open. Is this the cooler for the fridge? It's an old fridge then. I've never seen a fridge like that. The cabinet has dishes in it. The cabinet holds many dishes. One that looks different. There's a square plate. There's a lovely decorative plate. Blah, 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 blah. Plate with a floral pattern. Okay, hold on. The drawers, maybe? Nothing in the drawer. There are 4 of them, so... Ah, there's a small card in the drawer. Okay, there we go. Okay, back out. There's a stove. The shovel is burnt. The shovel is old and rusty. There's a large oven. Ah, it's a oven. There's something in the oven. This is a knife? Why is there a knife in the oven? Okay, don't know what else I'm supposed to do. There's nothing on the stand. It's a plain kitchen cabinet. No, okay, can't look through the drawers. So that's the fridge. There's another... Or is that the door I came out of? Yeah, it may have been, actually. There is a kettle. It hasn't been used in a while. The pots and pans are dusty. Pot lids are lined up. There are dishes on the shelf. The burner is not on. Okay, there's a sink. Nothing on the stand. That's the door I came out of, I think, right? Yeah. Something's missing. It's an outline on the wall. Something used to be here. A picture decorates the wall. I think I have to take a picture of it myself, actually. There we go. It's a picture of a moonlit bay. There is a pattern on one side of the picture. I think you have to use this one and line them up or something by transparency, and that reveals a message on it. Something like that. A rope is tied to the door handles. The rope is holding the doors closed. I can't get it off. The rope is tied too tight. Ashley, I hear something in there. Me too. Well, take the knife that's in the oven, no? In order to get this rope off. The oven, the oven. Okay, take it. Yeah, this might come in handy. Got the rusty knife. Okay, then bring out the knife. I'll use the rusty knife. I'll try cutting it here. Maybe it's too rusty, and it's not gonna work. Ah, no, never mind. It's working very slowly. Oh, not so slowly after all. The rope has been cut. The doors will now open. Ah, well, I just have to walk through them then now. Ah, yeah, okay. Storage room. Jessica! Hey, Jessica! Jessica is in the storage room. Jessica! She's exhausted, slumped over on the floor of the storage room. Okay. The wooden box has bottles in it. Yeah, maybe let's have a look at Jessica before anything else. Jessica! Jessica, wake up! Oh, Ashley, it's you. I'm so glad you're safe. Jessica, I found your glasses outside. I was so worried. You must be blind without them. Can't see so well, no. Thank you. Are you hurt? How do you feel? I'm fine, but I'm still a little dizzy. Why? What happened? I'm fairly certain I was drugged. The next thing I knew, I was locked in here. Who did this to you? What kind of person could do this? It was Bill. Bill? Yes, Bill Edward. He was a colleague of Richard's. Bill Edward? Why Bill would be here is completely beyond me, but I am sure that it was him. Yes, that was definitely Bill. Ashley, did you see him? No, I didn't, but I did see Dad. Ashley, are you sure? I'm so happy for you. You were able to meet Richard. Yes! Where is Richard now? He was with me up until recently, but he went off somewhere. He went off somewhere? Yeah, while we were talking, we heard a noise. Dad went to check it out and hasn't been back since. I found you while I was looking for him. I see. Jessica, Dad told me about another. What? Ashley, Richard told you about another? Yes, he said that it was the research that Mom lost her life for. Ashley, that's not true. Sayoko, your mother risked her life, not for research, but for you. Ashley, your mother. Jessica, I saw the old newspaper. There was an article about Mom's murder. Ashley. Jessica, you know that dream I always have? It isn't just a dream. That night that Mom died. That's where the dream comes from. Ashley. Dad told me everything. He said that he didn't kill Mom. It is a Nintendo DS title, yeah. Hence the 2 screens thing. I believe that. Ashley. Ashley, we need to find Richard right away. We have to tell him that Bill is here. I'll bet Bill is here to get his hands on another. Okay, but there's no time to waste, Ashley. You go ahead. I'll catch up when I stop feeling so dizzy. Okay. Framed picture sits on the box. The framed picture is dusty. In order to get the dust off... Oh no, I'm gonna have to blow on it again. Oh boy, here we go again. Ah, what? Or... How did I do that? No, that's not it. How do I do that then? How did I do that? Oh, I meant its release date was also that of the DS. I think in Europe it might have been. Wait, why is it going away when I'm not blowing on it? Yeah, but this reminds me of when I was streaming, what was it? Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney 2, Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2, sorry. Okay, well, that didn't take as much effort as the others. Yeah, I believe it was a launch title. I mean, I bought it with my Nintendo DS when I bought mine, so I got my Nintendo DS with this game and WarioWare Touched when I bought mine. The dust is gone. This is a picture of a bay. Okay, took a picture of it. Now if I line it up with the other... No, yeah, this one. Okay, send it to the top screen. Okay, and now if on the top screen I line them up, what does it read exactly? 2369, I think it says. Something like that. 2369. Yeah, looks like it. Unless it's 6962. Yeah, it's one or the other anyway. No, no, it's supposed to be a 3. So yeah, no, it has to be the other way around then. 2369. And I'll write it down just so I don't forget. 2369. Unlike Hotel Dusk by the same creators, though, it doesn't have an in-game notebook or something where you can keep notes. So not quite as convenient, I'm afraid. The wooden box has bottles in it. The shelves are covered with dust. There's nothing in the cabinet. Nothing in the barrel. There's a large wooden box, it can't be opened. Ashley, was that Jessica? Yes. I'm happy that you found her. Yeah, but Jessica couldn't see you either, Dee. You're right. Yeah, there was a door with what seemed to be a keypad. Yeah, here. The door was locked. There is a keypad on the door. What's the code to the keypad? 2369? Okay, that's correct. I got it! Excellent. You think your father is back here, Ashley? Yes, I bet the laboratory is back here somewhere. Come on, Dee, let's go. Oh, right. I'd better go over all of this again. Oh, that chapter was really short. I don't want to forget the important stuff. After solving the mystery of the candelabra in the last hallway, we went into the dining room. In the fireplace, we found the burnt essay. That's right, the burnt essay about another. Who did it, and why would anyone want to destroy the essay? In the old newspaper that I found on the dining table, there was an article about the murder of my mother. After reading it, I remembered the night when Mum was killed. My recurring nightmare is of the night she died. The chief murder suspect named in the article was Dad. Well, Richard. That's right, the newspaper said that the authorities considered Dad the chief suspect. What happened then? Who was that person in my dreams? My mind was reeling as I walked deeper into the mansion, and finally in the lounge I met my dad. Dad. I asked my dad about the things that were written in the article. I asked him who murdered Mum. He replied... that he didn't? Right, Dad said that he didn't commit the murder. He said that when Mum died, he felt as though a part of him had died too. After hearing his story, I started feeling very sad. Then Dad heard a noise outside and went off to look, leaving me. After waiting for Dad for a while, I went off to look for him. I headed to the back of the mansion. The doors between the kitchen and storage room were tight shut. What did I use to open the doors to the storage room? The rusty knife. Right, I used the rusty knife to cut the rope on the storage doors. I found Jessica inside the storage room. Though Jessica was out of sorts and exhausted, she was fine. I was relieved to find her. Who did this to Jessica? It was... She said it was Bill. Right, the one who attacked Jessica was Bill Edward. Bill is in the mansion. I have to hurry and tell Dad. He's in danger. Okay, I think I remember now. The second, another. Yeah, but do I leave Jessica behind like this? Should I give her her glasses back, by the way? Or I don't have it. I don't have them anymore. Ah, yeah. Apparently, I already gave them back. Okay. Give her some sweets. I'll give Jessica a sweet. Do you want a sweet? Thanks. I'll eat it later. Well, you can do that. But what about talking to her, perhaps? Ashley, hurry up and find Richard. Yes. Okay, well. Many wooden boxes. Yeah, well. Okay, well, I suppose that's it then. Let's move on. This game feels so short, and it is short, so... 6 hours is about all it takes to finish it. Where's Dad? Lawrence's room. Yeah, before I continue, I should perhaps pay attention to all the memories of Dee that I have to find. In Lawrence's room by looking at the portrait over the fireplace. Over the fireplace by tapping the old man, Dee remembers the moment of his great-grandfather's death and declares the identity of the old man in the portrait. And it is a missable one, so better not miss it. Dad? He's not here, is he? Okay, there's supposed to be a fireplace here then. Oh, I hear something. Yes, me too. Where is it coming from? Here. There's a portrait over the fireplace. In the center of the portrait, an old man is sitting holding a cane. I wonder who he is. Oh! Goodbye, my beloved birds. That's my great-grandfather. Okay, so that's one memory that he got back. In Lawrence's room, by looking at the portrait over the fireplace and tapping the man on the left, Dee remembers that that man is his uncle, as well as the man who murdered his father. Okay? Go back then. To the left of the old man, there is a man in a white jumper. Who is that? Oh, okay, one more memory. Daniel, wait here. What's wrong? That man, he is my father. This is your dad? Yes, I'm certain. Ashley, I remember now. Father brought me into this room. My great-grandfather was sleeping quietly in his bed, but when we walked up to him, he slowly opened his eyes and looked at us. He smiled at us, but it was a sad smile. Father held his hand tight and started to cry. That was the first time I had ever seen him cry. Oh, Dee. And so this is the uncle then, yeah. To the right of the old man, well actually it's his left, but okay. There is a man in a black jumper. How about him? Do you know him? Daniel, did you see that? That's the man in the black jumper. Who is he? He's my Uncle Henry. So this is Henry. Yes, I'm absolutely certain it's him. D. The fireplace hasn't been used. There's a small card between the books. Okay. Do I have all of them so far? Or not? Because if I missed one, I may have to go back for it. DAS. No, okay, so far that seems to be all of them. Card number 905, Richard's memo. One of the difficulties I face living in this mansion is food. I'm hardly a picky eater, but I'm so sick of living off canned food. What I would give for a fresh apple. When I feel up to it, I hunt around the island for edible plants, but I haven't found anything good enough to eat more than once. So I'm a slave to my can opener. Currently, my 3 favorite canned foods are corned beef, spicy chili beans, and clam chowder. Card number 906, Richard's memo. When I think about my relationship, or lack thereof, with Ashley, I often think about my late father. My father and mother both died in a plane crash while visiting South America. I was only 18 at the time. He was a very busy trade merchant, and he could never spare much time for his family. Back then, I couldn't understand him, but now I feel like he's the only person who would understand me. There's a dull-looking sofa. There's an antique table. There's a desk. There's a big desk. On the drawer of the desk, there's a motif of a golden bird. The drawer is locked. I need a key then. The drawer is locked. What about the others? The drawer is empty. The drawer is empty. What about the one at the top? It's a brown wooden desk. Okay, you can't open this. There's a comfy chair. There's a red lamp. I know I have to interact with the thing that's on the table, but not now. Let's wait. It's a mahogany table. It's a brown sofa. The window is dirty. The window is dirty. Well, okay, I was looking at the curtains, but whatever. There's a painting on the wall. What's the next memory? In Lawrence's room D, remember what the zoetrope? I'm not sure how you pronounce that actually. How do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that?
Zoetrope.
What?
Zoetrope.
Zoetrope. Okay. Okay. Zoetrope. Anyway, in Lawrence's room, Dee remembers what the zoetrope is and explains it to Ashley and tells her how to use it. Though this might be the developers leaving in clues for the player who knows nothing about the object to figure out what it is and how it's relevant to forwarding the plot, it also makes perfect sense that this would have nothing to do with Dee's amnesia depending on what kind it is. Some amnesiac, for example, forget everything about themselves, even their own names, however certain retain general knowledge and acquired knowledge, like, for example, capitals, math, and other such things that have little to do with who they are as a person. And this is unmissable, so I should probably not have to worry about it. After using the zoetrope, Dee gives you a few facts about the object and the history of film, and also states the job he wanted to hold as a living adult. Unmissable. Okay. Let's have a look at the bed, maybe. Or this. There's a painting on the wall. White leather sofa. There's a bright blue bed. Another painting. There's a painting on the wall. There's a nightstand. There's something in the drawer. Huh. It's an envelope. The envelope is sealed with wax. Open it then. There's a letter in the envelope. Last will and testament. After my death, I bequeath all my assets to Henry Edward. Lawrence Edward. This is Lawrence's will. There's a signature. My great-grandfather's will? Looks like it. It says that Henry was to get everything when Lawrence died. Okay then, let's have a look at what's on the table. On the table, there's a round tin tool. What do you think this is? A lamp? No, it's a zoetrope. A zoetrope? Yes. What is it? You've never seen one of these before? No. Spin the outside of the zoetrope. Then look inside through the slits. Okay, then what? You'll see something interesting. Doesn't there need to be a lamp inside, though? It's not working, Dee. Ashley, did you see anything? I spun it, but I couldn't see anything. Oh? Are you sure something's supposed to happen when I spin it? You should... Why can't you see anything? Oh, of course. What is it? There's no paper inside. Paper? Yes, you need to put special paper in it to make it work. What kind of paper? It should be in a roll, so that's why you couldn't see anything. Huh. Do I have anything like that? Or where do I find it? No, never mind. That's not what I meant. Yeah, this sweets metal brush. Seems like I missed some items. Like here, look, I'm missing something. Sweets metal brush, gear. Can you give sweets to the guy at the beginning of the game, maybe? I know I already completed the game 100% before, but it's been so long that I can't remember. Also, I haven't saved in a while, so let's do it now. Where am I gonna find this? Or maybe it's in a room that I already went through. There's a design on the bed. Okay. In the books, maybe? There's some wallpaper. No, that's not the wallpaper I'm pointing at. It's the books. Okay, well, whatever then. Do I use the golden bird key, maybe? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, you need to use... You use a door key to open a drawer? That's a bit weird. I'll use the golden bird key. There's something in the drawer. It's an old diary. There is a name on the inside cover of the diary. Lawrence Edward. May 1948. I believe my time has finally come. I'm going to write down my thoughts while I can still hold a pen. Foremost on my mind at the moment is that sunny day 32 years ago. That was the day I first held Henry and Thomas in my arms. It's hard to believe that these two men were once so small. It was also the day I received a letter of reconciliation from my estranged son, Leonard, but the letter had come too late. When I learned of his death, my heart was filled with regret. The boys were another chance for me to make peace with Leonard. I'll never forget their innocent smiles. They lightened my heart. That day I decided to raise them as my own. I loved them more than anything and wished them nothing but happiness. Giving them good lives became my life's purpose. They were my birds of happiness. They made my heart free. And, as I hoped, they grew up both happy and healthy. Like their father, they both chose their own path. I made sure I didn't make the same mistake that I made with their father. I set them free to chase their dreams. Henry left to become an artist and Thomas became a writer. I wished them all the luck in the world, even though it meant I would be alone. However, just when their dreams were coming true, my hopes were utterly shattered. The war started and both of my boys were sent off to fight. The military confiscated all the gold I was saving for them. I felt so powerless. All I could do was hope for the war's quick ending and the safe return of my beloved Henry and Thomas. But when the war finally ended, they returned to me. However, my birds were hurt. They had lost their wings. Henry lost his right arm, his painting arm. And Thomas, he lost part of his heart. He couldn't trust anyone. Just like when I first held them 32 years ago, I embraced them both with my old arms and then I wept, hoping beyond all hope for a quick recovery of their hearts and their bodies. But now, I wonder if I had acted correctly. My heart is filled with regrets and sorrow just like when Leonard died. However, this time, I don't have those innocent smiles to wipe away my sorrow and regrets. Lawrence's diary, my great-grandfather. I was looking for the paper though. But I don't want to read it again. I wanted to look through it to see if there would be a sheet of paper maybe inside of it or something. Okay, well, if we have to go through the text again. Where am I gonna find that paper? Does it show the same art in the background, by the way, for all the pages? Yeah. Okay. Let's back out. Yeah, I believe you have to give sweets to someone at the beginning of the game, thinking back on that item situation, and I believe you get chocolate as well. I remember being able to offer either chocolate or sweets to people, but then again I may have things confused with the sequel, because you can offer people some food in the sequel as well. Yeah, but there's still no paper in it, so forget about it. Okay, I'm gonna look it up because I forgot how that works. In the artist's room. In one of the large wooden chests, you will find a round roll of paper for the zoetrope. Ah, yeah, I saw it before, actually, yeah. Yeah, okay. It's coming back to me. Actually, now I wonder if you can go back to the captain at the very beginning of the game, even now. It's that thing, maybe. There's a roll of paper in the chest. This must be for the paper for the zoetrope. Okay, that's it. Hold on a minute. Save. Yes. Maybe it's too late. There is some stuff that you can miss in this game. Ashley, let's look around the mansion a bit more. Ah, yeah, it doesn't let you go back. Crud. So yeah, I may not necessarily be done 100% with the game then in the end. It's possible that I permanently missed this opportunity. It's easy to miss stuff in this game if you don't know everything by heart. Okay, use the roll of paper. Ah yeah, on the top screen. I see now. Okay, you see a bird flying between flowers or something. Did you see something? Yes, it was a bird flying through the branches of a tree. Ah, it's really good. The zoetrope was invented in the 1830s but didn't really become popular until around the 1860s. It was the first real animation. Wow, you know a lot about them. The creation of the zoetrope led to loads of further inventions, which ultimately led to the start of modern cinema. I see. I've always liked films, but I had never heard about their history. Do you like films? Yes, I did. I wanted to be a film director when I grew up. That was a long time ago. Oh, D. Yeah, he never did grow up, I guess. So that was another memory of D. Him wanting to grow up to become a film director. In the secret room in Lawrence's room, after exhausting all the dialogue options after the man left, D says he remembers that man. Though what had happened after he died, so it may be irrelevant to this page. Yeah, well, whatever. But that's what the path that the bird took, no? He did this sort of S pattern. What do? You trace it? Let me have a look at it again then. And I actually made some effort to try to remember it, but now it turns out that it's not working. Yeah, okay, he starts on the one on the right. Yeah, okay. So it is here, 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 here. Okay. Okay, I was missing one. That explains why I couldn't get it to work. Ah, it's a secret door. Good work. What about the others then? You can't... Ah, yeah, but it's not exactly the same pattern on those, I suppose. I'm gonna save just to make sure that I don't miss any memory by progressing through here. Ah, someone's lying on the floor. Who is he? I don't recognize him. Maybe he is Bill? I bet he is. But why is he down on the floor like this? I don't know. Should we wake him up? Be careful. Okay. What do I do? Poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. Poke, poke, poke. Punch, 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 punch. Kick, kick. Yo, wake up. Say something instead of uttering exclamation marks. Come on, this is getting old. Speak. Are you? Is it really you, Ashley? Look around the room first, maybe. There's a letter in the envelope. The letter is typed. After my death, I bequeath all my assets to Thomas Edward. Lawrence Edward. There's a rusted safe. Inside the safe, there is an account book. It's possible that I can't look through it just yet. Oh, that's the safe itself. Do you want sweets? I'll give him a sweet. Here you go. Thank you. Would you like some chocolate? Ah, no, he gives you the chocolate then. Huh. Hold on a minute. Maybe that fills the missing inventory slot at the beginning then. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay. And if I offer him some chocolate then? No. No? I'll give him some chocolate. Would you like some? No, go ahead. It's all yours. I like how he's all smiling and stuff. Hey, what is it? Who are you? Huh? Who are you? Answer me. What's your name? I'm Ashley. Ashley. So, you're Ashley. Yes, I'm Ashley. Ashley Mizuki Robbins. Ashley. Oh, Ashley, you've grown up so much. Let me take a look at you. Don't come any closer. What? You heard me. Stay away, you creep. You must be angry with me for leaving you alone for so long. What are you talking about? You are angry, aren't you? Of course I am. Don't lie to me. I'm not lying to you. Don't pretend to be my dad. What? I already know the truth. You're Bill, aren't you? What? Why? Why did you treat Jessica like that? Think, lady. Which of the two resembles Jessica the most and is the most likely to be your brother? No, that's not true. I'm not Bill. Stop lying to me. You hurt Jessica. You're trying to steal another. Don't you dare lie to me again. You think I'm Bill? How can you think that? I don't understand. Stop playing dumb. Why did you hurt Jessica? Ashley, why do you think I'm Bill? Because you're the only man in this house besides my dad. The only man besides your dad? What are you talking about? Did something happen to Jessica? Where is she? Like you don't know. What? Where you left her? Jessica is very important to me. She's always been there for me. She's looked after and protected me. She's not my mom or my dad, but she's as important as them to me. Ashley, listen to me. I didn't even really want to come to this stupid island, but Jessica convinced me she wasn't supposed to get hurt. But then she disappeared and... She disappeared? You attacked her and put her in the storage room. Don't lie to me. What are you talking about? So you're saying you already met your father? Yes, I did. But where? In the lounge. What? What's going on here? What? What a strange man. Oh no, I don't believe it. I never thought... But maybe I... What are you mumbling about? Yes, that must be it. What is it? Ashley, when you met Dad, quote-unquote, in the lounge, what did he say? It's none of your business what we talked about. What happened to the DAS? What do you want to know about the DAS? Do you still have it? Yes, but I'm not going to give it to you. So you do have it with you. That's good. Ashley, do not give the DAS to anyone. Not that anyone could use it anyway. They need our biometrics to use it. Hold on, because I'm getting thirsty. I'm running low. Ashley, what? Please listen carefully. What? I'm not Bill. Then who are you? I'm Richard Robbins. What? You are Richard Robbins? Yes, I'm your father. I don't believe you. Can't you tell? Tell what? Can't you tell just by looking at me? I don't know. Ashley, please look at me. Oh, when I looked into his eyes, I remember. I've met him before. Sayako, it's all my fault. That's right. The night Mom was murdered. He was crouching over her, covered in blood. Ashley. What's wrong? The night Mom was killed, you were there. Her blood was on you. Ashley. No, stay away from me. Ashley. What did you do to Mom? Did you kill her? Are you out of your mind? See, you can't answer. Why can't you answer me? If you're truly my dad, answer me. Ashley, answer me now. Ashley, Complicated relationship, father-daughter. Ashley, Open your eyes. Where did he go? He just left. Ashley, I've seen him before. He came to the cemetery. But he couldn't see me either. It's an old typewriter. There's a letter inserted. The letter says, Dear Franny, I sit here alone typing a letter you may never read. After much deliberation, I have decided to follow after Thomas. Before that, I wanted to tell you the truth, only to you, Franny. I wanted you to know that your father was what your father was thinking. I wanted to tell you all this in person, but that is no longer possible. Franny, your mother believes that I killed Thomas so I could become the sole heir to my grandfather's assets. But it's not true. It's absolutely not true. As you recall, when my grandfather fell into a critical condition, Thomas returned to the mansion with his son Daniel. A few days after that, our grandfather passed away, and then something terrible happened. That night, Thomas brought me to the Silver Bird room and said, You must be happy now. Our grandfather invited you and your family to live here after the war. He worked tirelessly, spending a fortune getting you back on your feet, and you lived up to his hopes. You even became left-handed so you could paint again. Your new work is the best of your life, so you must be satisfied by now. You're back on your feet. It's my turn now. Then Thomas pulled out an envelope from his pocket. He looked right at me and said, Henry, this is our grandfather's will. It says who will inherit his estate. There's only one name. Tomorrow you will open this envelope in front of everyone. I'm sure you don't want to have an ugly quarrel over an inheritance. You're a very kind person, and I know you love your dear brother. When I heard that, I finally realized what he really wanted. He wanted to inherit everything our grandfather left. He wanted it all for himself. Franny, even then, Thomas, the father of your friend Daniel, really had no idea. Our grandfather didn't have anything left to pass on to anyone. I told him this, but he didn't believe me. He became wildly upset. And then he pointed a gun at me. He had taken it from the Golden Bird room. I couldn't believe my own brother could do something like that. And then, Franny, something unthinkable happened. I did something that can never be fixed. Daniel saw it all happen, and I don't know why things fell apart like that. I think about it all the time, but I still don't know why it happened. Franny, please forgive me for not being able to make you happy. Henry. This is Henry's last letter. Last letter? Yes, it says that he will follow after Thomas. I think Henry killed himself after writing this letter. Ashley, I think the boy you mentioned in this letter is me. So your real name is Daniel. D, what did you see in the Silver Bird room? I don't remember. What happened to you after your father died? I don't know. I can't remember anything. D, please try and remember. If you can remember that, I think that everything else will become clear to you. I'm trying. I can't remember anything. D. Okay, so that was one of the memories then. In the secret room in Lawrence's room, after exhausting all the dialogue options and after the man left, D says that I remember that man when entering the research lab. This is not even in the list in the guide that I am following, so I could have missed that if anything. But then again, maybe this is not related since he didn't remember anything from this. So, I don't know. Well, I already tried to read that before. Yeah, this is the account book. Is that all in that secret room? It could be. And there seems to be a drawer. But, yeah, no, you can't reach them. Door? Oh, yeah. Oh, the door's open. Research lab. When entering the research lab, D remembers that this used to be a courtyard. He also mentions that there was something past that which he couldn't remember, unmissable. And in the entrance to the research lab, D proclaims that he had no idea this lab existed, unmissable. This part of the mansion looks totally different from the rest. Ashley, this used to be a courtyard. A courtyard? It was different then. Right past that hallway door, there was a courtyard. Beyond that, there was something else. I can't remember what. I just realized something. This must be the entrance to the lab. It's the door to the lab. It's a small glass window. There's a trace of writing on the window. Maybe... What? Five 58198. Oh, okay, crap. You have to make steam. 31220. Okay. It's open. Yes, well done. There's nobody here. I didn't even know this place existed. Okay, this is the last memory for this chapter then. Okay. There's an open cardboard box. Sheets of paper. There are papers all over the floor. Okay. The shelf. There's a card between the shelves. Yes. Uh-huh. There's a cardboard box on the shelf. On the bookshelf, there are many science and research books. On the bookshelf, there are many science and research books. Yeah, okay. I know there's a teddy bear. I want to look at that last. I believe there may be several DAS cards in this place. I remember finding several anyway. It's a teddy bear with a pink ribbon. It looks brand new. The photo shows 4 people. The girl next to Sayoko is... Hey, she looks familiar. It's Jessica. I suddenly remember what Jessica said on the boat over here. She definitely said about Mom. I didn't know her very well. That doesn't seem true, right? However, I can tell by the way they're smiling in the photo that they knew each other pretty well. Why did she lie to me? Second from the left is Sayoko. That's my mom. Yes, I see a resemblance. The man on the left is blonde. Doesn't he? Yes, he looks like the man we found in the hidden room. On the right, there is a blonde man. This man is just like the man in the lounge. Okay, this part of the room I seem to have already looked through thoroughly. There's an open filing cabinet. There is a file in the open drawer. Inside the file is a report. The report reads, additional comments on another's final specifications. Another requires 2 distinct codes for activation. The codes are stored in 2 separate DAS cards. The first activates another 1. The second activates another 2. Activation codes for another? I guess it takes 2 codes to activate it. Uh-huh. There are file cabinets. There are file cabinets. There are papers on the floor. There's a small card on the shelf. Another blue card. Excellent. I'm trying every drawer. There seems to be more open drawers over there, but One more here, and I haven't looked through this one yet. Okay, that's all of them. Card number 907, Richard's memo. In work as in life, these are the main principles I try to live by. Always come up with new theories. Never forget to prepare the counter-argument and follow-up. Everything has a solution. Giving up is not an option. When faced with difficulties, I try to remember the day I talked about these 4 principles with Sayoko. Card number 908, Richard's memo. A group of researchers working on memory inheritance are planning to publish the results of their DNA memory generator tests soon. Sayoko had worked in that field before. I think she would be interested in the DNA memory generator if she were still alive and working in the field. Maybe she thought about leaving her own memories for Ashley. Box. What's this? Pile of papers. Many cardboard boxes. The light shows if the door is open. What kind of machine is this? There's a lot of stuff on the desk. There's a keyboard. There is a photo frame on the desk. Sayoko is in the photo. This is me, my mom, and... I suddenly remember that night. Ashley. It was... What's wrong, Ashley? Dear, I remember it now. It was him. He was the one who opened the wardrobe. Opened the wardrobe? Yes, I was inside the wardrobe, terrified, waiting for Dad. It was so dark inside. Yes, it was definitely that man who opened the wardrobe and took my hand. Ashley, so that man is your father? Yes, at that time I remember I held his hand so tight it was Dad's hand. His hand was so warm. Ashley. There's a slot at the bottom, no. That's one cute baby, don't you think? It's you, isn't it? Yes, that was me. That woman is your mother, right? Yes. What's this? When I touch Mom's image, a part of the frame opens up. I knew it. Something came out. A DAS card came out of the photo frame. It's a white one. I'm going to put this card in the DAS and see what it says. Card number 991. Code ASH 853 Lee. This DAS card contains the activation code for another one. Place DAS on main another unit to display activation icon. Activate another one. So this must be the activation card. This man is your father, right? Yes. What about the button down there? No? There's a computer monitor. When I touch the green icon, the screen displays this. Bill, another is finally complete. It's all thanks to you. You are a true friend. From the beginning, you've always supported me and my research. When Sayoko died 11 years ago, leaving Ashley with me, I thought I'd never get back on my feet. But your words gave me a reason to live. You said, Richard, Sayoko gave her a life for this research. The only way to honor her sacrifice is to finish another. I know she would have wanted it that way. Your words struck a chord with me. I left Ashley with Jessica and came to this island to continue my work as you advised me. As you requested, I shut off any contacts with the rest of the outside world, and I spent the last 11 years working on another. Today it is finished. Bill, I'll wait for you. I want you to be there when I activate it. I will also ask you the question I couldn't ask you 11 years ago. When I touch the red icon, the screen displays this message. Things to remember. Don't pig out on chocolate. Brush teeth and shave before meeting Ashley. When I touch the blue icon, the screen displays this message. Additional information about DAS. To replay the existing memory, you need the DAS and the codes. The first code is stored in white, the second code is stored in red. Additional code. Psi 919 Oko. When I touch the yellow icon, the screen displays this message. Dear Sayoko, I don't know if you can read this wherever you are, but I hope so. Another has finally been completed. I have set up all the codes. It will be fully activated when Ashley comes here with her DAS. Sayoko, you and I were united by another. You were such a wonderful scientist. It seems like another lifetime when our research on memory began. We were both working on the top secret project in the government lab. It was while we devoted ourselves to our research that we discovered the technology for creating false memories. Then we realized we were in love. That was truly a time of happiness. We got married, and then you discovered you were pregnant. I still remember the day when our Ashley was born. You held her in your arms and smiled. You then said that we should stop our research for the sake of our child. Always an excellent judge of people, you already knew that another would be used for the wrong reasons by the upper management. So we sealed our findings in the security box and hid it in our house without the lab's permission. We turned in a false report that said there was a huge error in the another theory and that we would need to stop the project. And we thought that was the end of it. You quit the lab and started a new life as Ashley's mother. Everything was going so well, but then 11 years ago, that horrible night, sometimes it seems just a bad dream. You, covered in blood, drawing your last breath in my arms. When I lost you, I felt like a part of myself went with you. Even now that I finished our life's work, I can still feel the emptiness. Sayoko, when I meet with Ashley, where should I start? She probably won't even remember what I look like. Do you think she can ever forgive me for being such a selfish father? And am I going to be able to give her the birthday present I couldn't give her 11 years ago? The birthday present they couldn't give me? The teddy bear. Ah, that must be it. Look at the teddy bear, there may be something hidden inside. There's a teddy bear. I remember it from before. It must be the birthday present my dad couldn't give me 11 years ago. Dad. Ashley, the teddy bear. What is it? Look at the back. Huh? Oh, the back of the teddy bear has been slashed open. Yeah, I thought so. I had this vague memory of this. Inside the teddy bear, there is something hidden. It's a DAS card. I got the red DAS card. It's the activation code for another 2. Card number 992. Code sign 919 Oko. This DAS card contains the activation code for another 2. Place DAS on main another unit to display activation icon. Code for another 2, so this is an activation card for another. Should probably save at this point, no? Okay. Well, I think I searched everything pretty thoroughly. Yeah, okay, so this one is the one that I just got. I don't know if that's already all the cards or if there is one more that comes at the end of the list, but I seem to have not missed much so far, right? Shall we continue then? Looks like there's another lab in the back. Yes. Ashley? Yes. I know your father was devoted to his work, but I don't understand why he would have left you alone all these years. Maybe he was trying to get over his grief from Mom. To get over his grief? I don't really understand it. The only way I can explain it is that he must have needed time to be alone. ID. I feel really nervous. Ashley. There's a keypad to open the door. Let's see what's the right code. Heck if I know. HKLO? Or is it Ashley? There's no I. EY? No, it's the codes on the two cards, aren't they? Yeah, what were they again? Yes, you have the code. You already have it. Hold on. Yeah. Ash 853 Lee. And the other was 919. Yeah. Okay, that's probably it. Okay, so ASH 85. Where's the 5? 3 LEY SAY 919 OKO. Gate open. Okay. Hey, Daddy! It's open! Well done. At the back of the lab, he stands waiting for me. Ashley. This is another. This is the reason I had to leave you with Jessica for 11 years. For Sayako and myself. This is our life work. This may be a point of no return, so... maybe I should save. I know the truth now. What do you mean? I know that you're my dad. Oh, Ashley. The man I saw in the lounge wasn't my dad. Ashley. He attacked Jessica, didn't he? It seems so, yes. So he must have been Bill. Yes, that man was Bill Edward. So that must mean that Bill is the owner of this mansion? Yes, he's the last of the Edwards. Why did he pretend to be you? Is he Franny's son, maybe? That would make sense, right? If on Thomas's side of the family there was no one to inherit it because they were both dead, Thomas and Daniel, that would have left Henry and then Franny and then I guess Bill in the line of succession. Why did he pretend to be you? He discovered that in order to activate another two, we needed you and your DAS. Where is he now? I don't know. Why were you in that hidden room? I have no idea. I woke up there. I don't understand what's going on at all. I thought that everything would become clear when I met you, but now I'm more confused than ever. I'm sorry. Please don't apologize, it won't help. I know, but it's the only thing I can do right now. Please, just don't. Ashley. I finished another. My partner, Bill, came to see me. Then, the next thing I remember, I woke up in that room when you found me. But what happened after you saw Bill? I really don't know. I could have been out for a minute or for a few days. I don't know what happened here while I wasn't conscious. And then you were there and you asked me about Sayoko. Then what happened? I was shocked by a sudden memory. A memory? What was it? What? Ashley. There's something I need you to do for me. Only you can do it. Something only I can do? Ashley, I need you to activate another and verify the truth of my memory. You want me to verify the truth of your memory? I don't understand what you're saying. Listen to me carefully, Ashley. I have an awful memory about the night your mother was killed. An awful memory? Yes, if this memory is true, then I've done something unforgivable and I've no right to be your father. So, I need to verify it. I need to know if this recollection about Sayoko is a manipulated memory or not. Manipulated memory? What do you mean? Ashley, this machine and other can manipulate human memories. It can implant false memories and replace the true memories. Implant false memories? But why would anyone want to do that? Sayoko and I developed another to help people with painful memories, war veterans, victims of trauma. We thought that they might have a chance of happiness if another could erase the pain. But if someone were to use another for the wrong reasons, if it fell into the wrong hands, terrible things could happen. Did Bill use another to manipulate your memory? Maybe. When Bill came to visit me just before I blacked out, I believe there was a prototype DAS on my desk. It had a white DAS card inside. Ashley, the DAS I sent you is the only production model. Your DAS is the only one that can read both the white and red cards. Ashley, if my current memory is false, I want to get my real memory back. I want to face you as your father. But if it's real... Ashley, please connect your DAS to another. It will activate another one and play back my current memory. You will be able to see it too. When it is done, activate another too. Then we'll see what the true memory is. Recover your memory with my DAS? That's right. I want you to find out the truth. Ashley, please verify my memory. I ate a sweet. Yummy. There's no time for this. There's always time for chocolate. How is all this happening? Ashley, what are you going to do? What if your father's memories were real? What if his memory is the truth? Ashley, what are you going to do? Do you want to know the truth? The truth about your mother and father? You're asking me? I'm a bit scared to know the truth. I'm so afraid, but I must see what happened with my own eyes. Ashley, it will be alright, don't worry. Ashley, do you think your father killed your mother? I don't think so. No, my dad would never do that. I think so too. Ashley, let's recover his memory. Oh, D. Can I go back to see Jessica before we move on? The door doesn't open. Ah, well. Too late. Can't turn back. Maybe I'm asking for too much from you. It's okay, Ashley. Dad, I want to activate another to verify your memory. My Ashley. On the back of another, there is a control panel. This indentation in the center, it looks about the same size as my DAS when it's open, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I'll put my DAS here. The DAS is set on the panel. It's a large white machine. I'll use the white DAS card. I'm going to replay that's current memory. Starting memory replay of Richard Robbins on August 25th, 11 years ago. Please wait. Another one activated. Sayoko. No. Please don't. Another is mine, you hear me? Sayoko. Dad, that shot my mom? I can't believe it. Ashley, that's just his current memory. You're going to verify if this is true or not, right? Yes, it just looked so real. use the red DAS card. I'm going to recover Dad's true memory. Recovering erased memory of Richard Robbins on August 25th, 11 years ago. Please wait. Another 2 activated. No. Sayoko! He was here. He wanted another. Ashley. Are you in there? Daddy! Dad, when Dad came home, she was still alive. She died in his arms. Ashley. Mom. Okay, the machine opens. Ashley. Dad. My memory of that night. It was false. Ashley. Oh, my Ashley. Dad. Ashley, now I can finally hold you in my arms. Oh, Dad. My dad. Ashley. What was that? It's Bill. Where is it coming from? That speaker above the door. Richard, I'll be waiting for you in the cave. We've got a lot to talk about. Dad. Ashley, wait here. No, I'm going with you. I don't want to be apart from you anymore. Oh, Ashley. Dad, now I must repeat the important things to remember then. I mustn't forget. I went into the back of the mansion looking for Dad. I couldn't find him in the hallway, so I went into Lawrence's room. Inside, I found Lawrence's diary and his will. I also found a portrait of... 3 men? Yes, after we saw the portrait of the 3 men, Dee remembered his dad and Henry. We solved the mystery of the zoetrope and pressed the switch. Hidden in the painting of the tree. The painting led to a hidden room. The person on the floor of the hidden room was... Richard. Yes, it was Richard, my dad, but I couldn't understand what he was saying to me. I didn't believe it was my dad. When I met Dad in the hidden room, there was a flurry of confusion. I had thought that Bill was my dad. I was then disturbed to learn that Dad was at the scene of my mother's death. In the confusion, Dad left, leaving me to find Henry's last letter on the typewriter. It was addressed to Franny. Yes, the letter was addressed to Franny. The letter revealed some shocking information about Dee's family. Afterwards, Dee remembered that his full name is Daniel. Dee and I went into the lab to look for my dad. There I found the DAS cards that stored the activation codes for another and used them to recover Dad's memory. We discovered that his current memory was false. The false memory had been implanted in him. Shortly afterwards, we heard a voice coming from a speaker. This voice belonged to... Bill. He said he is waiting for Dad in the cave. What's going to happen now? Will I finally learn the truth about my mom's death? Yes, now I won't forget. Okay. Can't save now. Hey, wait a minute. What's the matter? I left my DAS back there. Just leave it. Don't worry about it. But anyone could just pick it up and activate another. No, the DAS has been programmed for your use only. Of course. Hey, Dad. That Bill guy, was he a friend of yours? Yes, he was. Bill, Sayako and I worked together at the same research lab. Bill and I were good friends. We trusted each other. We were so close that we could talk about anything. However, I might have been the only one who felt that way. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Do you like chocolate? I love it. I think there's something very wrong with people who don't. Have you ever eaten so much it made you sick? Yeah, you could say that. Actually, your mother would often tell me off because I used to eat so much. Let me guess, you love chocolate too? Yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah, so much that Jessica gets angry at me sometimes. Dad, I'm worried about Jessica. How was she when you left her? She said she still felt dizzy. I hope she's alright. I don't want Jessica to see Bill. I'll get her once I've talked to him. Why? How does Bill know Jessica? Those two, they have a history. What kind of history? Well, let's just say they were friends. Very close friends. Very, very, very close friends. You're talking about sex, right? It's a heavy wooden box. There is dust and sand on the floor. There is a heavy metal door. Heavy metal! Can you go back at this point? No, I would not expect that you can. As a matter of fact, since you don't have the DES, you can't save or anything. Unless you go back to the machine here, I guess. Okay. Hey, can you speak to your father here, actually? I guess not. So I think I found all the items in the game. And I think I found all the DAS cards as well, and if I did my job right, normally I must not have missed any memory either. In the cave, Ashley and her dad talk, among other things, about what happened in 1938. For example, Dee's shoe, the courtyard, and Henry as a painter, among other things, where Richard fills in a gap in the story, but it's unclear if it is relevant, since Dee never speaks during that part. Unmissable. After Bill asks his questions, he seems to see Dee, and Dee states that he is making Franny cry, implying that Bill is her grandson. Okay. Well, we'll see. Apparently, there are nothing missable left, so I guess I don't have to look through the guide anymore. Dad, have you ever seen a ghost? Nope, never. And you? Have you seen one? Well, you could say that. Really? How wonderful. Dee seems happy about it. Wow, this cave is huge. There are several mines here. They were dug everywhere. This cave is none of those mines. There used to be a path from the courtyard to the cave. A path from the courtyard? Hey Dad, do you know where the lab is now? Did that used to be the courtyard? Yes, it certainly did. Ashley, what's the matter? I remember now. I've been here before. In this cave? Yes, I ran away through the courtyard in the mansion. I found myself in this cave. You ran away? Why? Because someone was chasing me. Yes, I remember now. I believe this is a sign that you've got everything, this memory, if I recall correctly. Daniel, don't run. Oh, it was my Uncle Henry. I just kept running and running, then I found myself in this cave. Why? Why were you running? I saw my father in the Silverbird room covered in blood. I wanted to tell Franny what had happened to him. I went to her room, but my Uncle Henry was there. As soon as I saw his face, I was overcome with fear. I was so scared I ran from the room. Dee, Ashley, I remember. I was terrified and so sad. I ran so hard that it was hard to breathe. But if I stopped running, the tears kept pouring out and I couldn't even see in front of me. I finally made it to this cave when my knees gave way and I collapsed. I thought about my father and my sadness overcame me and I wept. Dee. Ashley? What's wrong? Were you just talking to yourself? Oh, don't worry about it. I have this habit where I just start talking to myself. Ashley, that's my fault, isn't it? Because I left you alone. You know, Ashley, I was thinking. Yeah? About what? Your voice. What about it? It sounds a lot like your mother's. Really? Thanks, Dad. It makes me happy to think that. Hey, Dad. When I was little, what was I like? Well, to be honest, you were a crybaby. Crybaby? I don't believe that. You followed your mum wherever she went, like a little shadow. As soon as you lost sight of her, you would start crying. Oh yeah, What is it? I just remembered something funny that happened. Well, don't keep it to yourself, what was it? She's pouting. If I recall correctly, you were about 2 years old. Your mother was out and you and I were alone at home. As soon as she left, you turned into the world's saddest baby. I tried everything, but you wouldn't stop crying. Then I discovered that if I threw you up in the air, you would stop. You looked me right in the eye and you laughed and laughed. I didn't want you to start crying again, so I kept on throwing you up in the air. By the time your mother came home, I was the one who was crying. My arms were about to fall off from all the effort. Ha! Serves you right for calling me a crybaby. I just have to laugh when I think back to that time. You were the cutest baby in the whole world. Hey! There's a shoe on the floor. It looks like Dee's shoe. Dee? Who's that? A friend of mine. A friend? I got Dee's other shoe. Ashley, Dee, I remember now. After I collapsed, I took my shoes off because my feet hurt. Holding the shoes that my father had bought for me, I walked towards the back of the cave. It was dark and lonely. But I had this feeling that my father might be back there, so I walked to the end. Why was your shoe here? Because my Uncle Henry came here. Then what happened? When I saw him, I was so scared that I dropped my shoe. I started running again. I thought I had to run or he would shoot me. He would shoot you? I thought he would shoot me like he shot my father. Ashley, I heard my father and uncle talking in the Silverbird room. Come on, Henry, give it a rest. What belonged to our grandfather is rightfully mine now. I already told you, Thomas, he had no assets left. Lies, you just want to keep it all for yourself. If you won't help me change his will, you leave me with no choice. The story will be, you were so distraught over grandfather's death that you killed yourself with this gun. A tragic story. You could never shoot me, you don't have it in you. You lost your arm because you couldn't shoot during the war. Thomas! What are you doing? Henry, why? That's right, my uncle had said to my father beforehand, do you want the money so badly that you would do this? Thomas, I don't know you anymore, you're a different person. Then he had taken the gun from my father's hand. He took it from him, and what he did to my father. Dee, Ashley, are you okay? Dad, what is it? What do you know about the Edward family? I mean, before Bill's time. I know a little bit about them. What do you know? It's not easy to just sum them up. From what they left behind here, I'm the most captivated by Henry, who painted the portraits. Why? Actually, I'd seen some of his work before I came to this island. Where? A small gallery in Manhattan. One painting really stood out. What was it like? It was a beautiful watercolor of a young boy and girl. I fell in love with that painting, but I didn't have the money to buy it, so I used to go to the gallery every day just to look at it. The owner of the gallery once told me the artist's story. Tell me. The artist had lost his right arm during the Second World War. That was his dominant arm, so he gave up on painting for a while. However, because of his gift and the encouragement of his family, he was able to take the talent he had in his right hand and transferred it to the left. Amazingly, he was still able to paint with the same artistry. This piece was one he created after his comeback. However, just as he seemed to be putting his life back together, having created a few new pieces, he suddenly committed suicide. That's the story I heard. So when I came here and learned that Henry was that very artist, I was shocked to read the writings he left behind. But even after reading what he wrote right before his death, I still don't know exactly what happened to Thomas and Daniel. I guess that will always remain a mystery. Not really, no. You've got Daniel right there. Bill is waiting for us. Bill! I'm angry! Richard. Why? Why did you do such a thing? I was doing a test run on another. It was a success. Congratulations, Richard. Oh, I can't gift him some chocolate. Murderer. Why did you lie to me? Why did you pretend to be my dad? Ashley, I got to witness a girl's reunion with her father after having been separated for 11 years. I was acting at first, but after looking into your earnest eyes, I could feel my heart warm to you. Bill, Ashley, you have your mother's eyes. That sounds like Harry Potter, but okay. You have your mother's eyes. When I saw those eyes, I wanted to be your father, even if it was only for a short while. You're a horrible person, Bill. Horrible? Yes, you are. You lied to me. You did horrible things to the people closest to you. Closest to me? You heard me. Dad and Jessica are your friends. How could you treat your friends that way? Ashley, you're wrong. What do you mean I'm wrong? Richard and Jessica are no longer my friends. But they were. Ashley, adult relationships are very complicated. Sometimes the closer you are to someone, the more it hurts. When things go wrong. So, is that why you hurt Jessica and manipulated Dad's memory? Bill. But why? Why did you do that to Jessica? I really didn't plan it that way. I didn't think that I would see her here. Jessica knew about you, so you... Yes, that's right. Richard, it seems that you hadn't told Jessica about me. That was what we agreed on, wasn't it? Yes, I suppose it was. Ashley, listen to me. I wasn't planning on hurting her. That's not why I did it. I wanted to be your father and she was in the way. But why? Why did you want to be my father? Ashley, I needed you for the activation of another two. First, let's ask about manipulating the memory. Why did you rewrite Dad's memory? I have already explained that to you. I was just taking another for a test drive. No, you're lying. You wanted to make Dad believe that he had killed Mom. Why would you think that? It's all becoming clear how very convenient for you if Dad did it. Convenient for me? What do you mean by that? I mean, what are you saying? Are you saying that I am the one who killed your mother? Well, if you wanted Richard to get back to work on another, yeah, that would make sense. That would be a good enough motive anyway. You're a bad little girl, Ashley. To accuse someone of such a heinous crime without any proof. Richard, did you fill her mind with all the poison? Stop it, Bill. Don't talk to her like that. Who knew you were capable of speaking such fatherly words? I suppose it's like riding a bicycle. You never forget how to be a dad. Even if you've abandoned your child for 11 years. Another two. What do you mean you needed me for activating another two? Ashley, your father wanted to complete his research and create another. He got financial grants from third parties and continued to develop it. However, he wanted to keep part of another all for himself. He managed to do this by implanting the biometric data of his own daughter into the system for another two. I came here after receiving word that another was complete. On the way, I checked his notes on the lab PC and discovered all of this. Bill. Ashley, your father is the horrible one. He pretended to be my friend, but then he stabbed me in the back. That is why we aren't friends anymore. Bill, do you know who my mom's murderer is? Can you handle the truth? Yes, I can. The person who killed your mom has still not been caught. The authorities had no evidence or witnesses. However, one person did see your mother's murderer. There was one witness. Who was it? Bill, stop! The girl wants to know, Richard. Who was it? Who saw my mom getting killed? Ashley, that person was you. What? If you go into the machine, then you will know. Ashley, don't listen to a thing he says. Dad, what happened to your mom? You don't have to think about that anymore. Dad. Richard, what do you always have to... What do you always hide the truth? Is that what he said? You can't see text that you accidentally skipped, right? No, you can't. Oh, whatever. What do you mean? You ignore the truth and see only what you want to see. You saw it all, Ashley. You saw the shooting. You saw your mother draw her last breath. Stop talking about Sayoko like that. Why, don't you want Ashley to know the truth? I don't want to make her relive these tragedies. Huh. Bill, that day 11 years ago when Sayoko lost her life, Ashley suffered amnesia from the shock of what she'd seen. All she would do when she saw my face was cry. I was at a loss. You came to me and told me of the research you were doing here. Dad. Bill, there was a reason I didn't tell you I was working on developing another two. I'm sure you've guessed it. Yes, Richard, please entertain us. I didn't tell you because I wanted to replay Ashley's memory of that night using another two, to find Sayoko's killer. And after I found the killer, I wanted to remove Ashley's negative memory with another one and replace it with a different one. Dad, I get it now. That's right, Ashley. Dad. Ashley. Stop it! What? Stop. Just stop the caring father act. What are you talking about? Am I mistaken? Let me see if I've got this right. Driven by your sentimentality and memories of the past, you've spent the last 11 years lying to me? Bill. Richard, you must be the biggest idiot alive. You knew how to develop another, but you didn't know how to use it. How to use another? Bill, what do you mean? You don't know what it can be used for? Well, let me tell you. You can use another to manipulate a person's memories. Using it, you can develop the reality that you envision. No, I didn't create another to be used like that. Not at all. Bill, you should really understand this more than anyone. I developed another to help people. Oh, please, Richard. I'm really starting to tire of that holier-than-thou attitude of yours. Another is mine, and I will decide how it is used. No. Come on, I'm the one who footed the bill for this research. Richard, I am the one who should benefit from the results. Bill, you told me yourself that another was meant to help mankind. I thought that was why I was working here. Those are pretty lofty words, and here I was thinking it was just your inability to cope that caused you to abandon Ashley. I thought it was your weakness that made you hide from reality, not your grand goals for humanity. For 11 years, you reveled in your solitude and research, never thinking of the cost to your own daughter. You enjoyed it, and you call yourself a man. However, this is why I hired you. Bill, another is complete. Richard, I have no further use for you. Bill! You can't use another that way. I won't let you. Richard, don't move. Bill, what are you doing? Ashley, though you've only just met, it's time to say goodbye to your dad. Wait! I have to tell Dad something. Please let me tell him who killed Mom. Ashley, I don't think you have anything to say to Richard. You said you didn't remember the face of your mother's killer. But you said that I saw it. You said that I am the only person who saw my mom's killer. Dad worked so hard to create another to find Mom's killer. That's why I need to tell him. Even without using another. Without using another? I just need to remember. I just need to remember and tell my dad. Alright, Ashley, just for you. I'll give you a little more time before I pull the trigger. Now, Ashley, let's see if you can remember that night your mother was killed. But just out of curiosity, the night your mother died, what happened when you were with her? Someone came in? Who came in? I remember waiting for Dad with Mom. Suddenly we heard footsteps. Mom realized that someone was in the house. Sayoko realized that someone was in the house. What happened then? She called Dad. She hid me in the wardrobe. Well, she hid me? Did she hide you in the wardrobe? Mom told me to be completely silent, as quiet as a mouse. She opened the wardrobe and hid me inside. Hey, Richard. Ashley's starting to remember. Does that make you happy? Bill. I'm only keeping you alive now as long as she keeps talking. Ashley, so what else do you remember? The more you remember, the harder it will be. I know that. Are you sure? Yes. Ashley, you replayed your dad's memory using another. Yes. How did you replay it? I used the white DAS card to replay his current memory. Then I used the red DAS card to replay his true memory. Ashley, how do you know that the red DAS card was his true memory? Because my dad said so. Ashley, is that so? What if your father was lying to you? He does tend to only see what he wants to see. What if the memory you replayed with the white DAS card was real? Bill, what are you saying? Dad. Ashley, Bill's lying. Dad. What if the killer's face you remember is that of your father? What then? Ashley, with your father in mind, try to recall what happened that night. Ashley, when you were hiding in the wardrobe, what happened? I don't recall. I'm not Ashley. I don't recall what she recalls. heard Mom's voice. Okay, did you hear Sayoko's voice? Yes, I heard my mom's voice. What did Sayoko say? What did you hear? Can't have another? So she wouldn't give up another. Did she say that? Yes, Mom said she wouldn't hand another over. That's what she said. Bill, don't. You can still hand this. Drop the gun. Richard, we're close to the climax now. Soon you will know what it is you wanted to know. Dad! However, as soon as you hear it, your life will end. Ashley, take your time remembering the rest. This is the important part. Did you hear something after you heard your mom's voice? What, the gunshot? Go on. I heard something scary, something I'd never heard before. Ashley, what did you do? I looked out of the wardrobe, and what did you see? I saw... Yes, I saw it. I saw the face of the person who killed my mother. Oh no, all of a sudden what I saw from the inside of that wardrobe, it starts to appear like a photograph developing. I see a shoulder and then a wisp of air and then a pair of stony eyes. I close my eyes to sharpen the image in my mind. Hey, that face belongs to... Bill. Ashley, when you looked out of the wardrobe, who did you see? It was... It was you! Bill, you did it? Bill, why would you? How could you? Richard, didn't you suspect anything? How could I? You were my friend. What was it you weren't able to ask me 11 years ago? You mentioned it in your memo. That's not what I wanted to ask you. Why did you kill Sayoko? Answer me! Why did you kill her? Sayoko, she betrayed us. Us? What do you mean us? Richard, you're telling me you didn't know? Sayoko was one of us. What? Another was developed in the government secret lab. Sayoko and I were the main driving forces in the project's progress. It was just the two of us. Then we selected you to join us. But just as the project started to take off, Sayoko betrayed me. She took up with you. The two of you stole the another essay and hid it in your house. That night before I went over to your house, I begged her, Sayoko, please return the essay and come back to the project. She wouldn't listen. I didn't want to hurt her, but she had impeded the progress of our project. So I made her listen. I shot Sayoko. Stop! Hey, who are you? Answer me! Stop. You're making Franny cry. No, something like that. I don't know. Bill! Richard. And his hand will slip. Yeah, you can see where this is going. He saw D. Dad. Why? Why did he fall all of a sudden? He seemed to see something. I don't know. Oh, Bill. Dad. Dad. Ashley, are you okay? Yes. How about you, Dad? I'm shaken, but I guess I'm okay. Ashley, that was a horrible thing for you to see. I'm a terrible father. I'm so sorry I got you wrapped up in all of this. Ashley, please forgive me. My heart hurts. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you now. Ashley. Oh yeah, I know this feeling. I felt it before. On the night that Mom died. Yeah, on that night, he was close by me too. Dad, does your heart hurt too? Oh, Ashley. Dad? You aren't feeling well? Not really, no. Dad, there's something that I want to ask you. What's that? That thing that you weren't able to ask 11 years ago. What you weren't able to ask Bill. What was it? Did you think that Bill was the person who killed Mom? No, I never suspected that, not even for a second. 11 years ago, after your mother's funeral, I saw it. Bill visited Sayoko's grave alone with a bouquet of white flowers. He stood there at her grave. For a long time, it felt like all day. He had a stricken look on his face. He looked like he had lost the love of his life. He was suffering like no one should have to. Ashley, I don't know if this is something I should be telling you, but I will. What I wanted to ask Bill all those years ago was if he was in love with your mother. Dad, I'm sorry to have told you all this. No, I needed to know. You told me the truth, and for that I am grateful. Ashley. Dad. I'm going to go and get Jessica. Okay, cross this bridge to get to the bay. I'll be back soon. Just wait for me there. Okay? Ashley, let's wait for your father at the bay. Ashley, are you okay? Not really. I'm not okay. Explain to me, Dee, why did Bill fall? Was he able to see you? Maybe. Dee, I didn't want Bill to shoot your father. You saved him, Dee. But Bill, he fell from my dad's hands. No, I didn't want anyone to die. I remember. It's coming back. What? When I looked at your father's hands, I remembered something about when I died. Ashley, I was running from Uncle Henry. I got to this point. He chased me here. Then he yelled, "Daniel, don't run! If you run, you're hurt!" But I was so scared of my uncle, I couldn't stop. I ran to the end of the cliff and stopped there. Then my chest became tight. "Daniel, be careful! Come to me!" But when I heard that, my heart clenched and I lost control of my body. Then I fell from the cliff. Dee! Ashley, I remember. The last thing I saw was an outstretched hand trying to save me. It was the hand of my Uncle Henry. Oh, Dee! I think I'm going to get the good ending. I believe. I think he's got all his memories back now. Epilogue: The Miracle of the Blue Moon. I hear the sound of waves. Yes, this is the bay. I can't believe it's night already. Ahoy there! That voice, it's... Kid, are you here? It's the captain. Ah, yeah, okay, I see. There's a what you call that? A zodiac or something? I know. No, not really. I guess it's just a rowboat. Is there anything else to look at in this place? There you are! Hey, you waited for us. I've been looking all over for you. I went to the gate in the woods, but I couldn't open it, so I came around the other side, and here you are. I'm so glad to see you're safe. Yes, I'm still in one piece. Where's your aunt? My dad went to get her. I see. I assume you finished your business here? Are you happy you found your dad? Yes, I am, but... What's wrong? Are you tired? Maybe a bit. Growing up is tiring work. It's a fact of life, young lady. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. Would you listen to me later? Of course, if it ain't too complicated. Thank you. By the way, who's the young fellow next to you? A friend of yours? Hey, you can see D. You can see D? Huh? I guess I must have startled him. He just ran off. Shy little fellow, isn't he? Dee, wait! Ashley! Dad's calling me. Ashley! Jessica! Where did Dee go? Where is he? Where is he? Kids, where are you going? Okay, I can't speak to the captain. Where is Dee? I want to say goodbye. Okay, Ashley. Dad. Ashley. Jessica. Are you feeling better now? Yes, sorry for making you worry. No need to apologize. Jessica, about Bill. Don't worry, Ashley. I've already told her about Bill. Are you okay, Jessica? I will be. I don't know how he turned into such an awful person. He wasn't always like that. Jessica. If we had stayed friends like we were before, maybe this tragedy would never have happened. So I guess if he loved Sayoko, then there never really was anything between Bill and Jessica, and like I assumed before. Like, I've already played this game before, but it's been so long that it feels fresh to me almost, as far as the story goes. The puzzles, I could still remember most of it, but the story, not so much. Oh, Jessica. Jessica. Well, Richard, I guess my job is done now. Thank you for taking care of Ashley. I can never repay you. I'm just glad I can return her to you. Jessica. Jessica, how could you? What? Are you going somewhere without me? Calm down, Ashley. No, this is wrong. I don't want anyone to leave me anymore. Not anymore. Ashley, don't worry. We'll all be together from now on. You need never be alone again. Dad, I finally have what I wanted. Dad and Jessica are here with me. I'm filled with so many emotions. Although I'm not sad, I feel like crying. I'm not alone anymore. Ashley, huh? The captain is ready to leave. Let's go. Ashley, are you okay? There's one last thing I have to do. Please wait for me. Ah, there he is. There he is. Okay, you can't talk to them. Can't talk to the captain either. There you are, Dee. Ashley, I'm sorry for startling you earlier. I was surprised too. I didn't think he could see you. Yes, me too. I guess some adults can see me after all. I guess so. Ashley, what? I am glad I have spent this time with you. You are? I never thought I'd meet someone like you. You helped me put together the missing pieces of my life. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, I'm so glad I met you. What's wrong, Dee? You're acting quite strange. Hey, Dee. Ashley. Dee. I'm happy for you, Ashley. You are not alone anymore. Dee. Ashley. I remember everything now. Yes! That's the good ending. I can finally move on. Dee. Please touch my hand, Ashley. With my hand, like this, on the touch screen. What? Okay, there we go. Goodbye, Ashley. Goodbye. Ashley, please help me get my memories back. Takes two to make one. Dad might not recognize me when he sees me for real. It's not playing. Shoes. No, really, enough. I want to go home. It's only natural to be afraid, but the truth is nothing to be scared of. Real sadness comes from not knowing the truth. I should know. Come on, Ashley, your father is waiting. Dee has gone. He's moved on past this world. I'll never forget you, Dee. You were the only one who knew my true feelings. You are at peace now. Goodbye, Dee, my friend. Okay, now. Okay, can't talk to the captain. It's these two I have to talk to. All set, Ashley? Yes, Dad. Look at the moon. Look at the moon tonight. It's so bright. Ashley, do you know what your middle name Mizuki means? It means beautiful moon in Japanese, your mother's native language. Beautiful moon? Just like tonight. Yes, your mother chose it. Mom. Ashley, I used to come here alone at night. I used to look up at that big moon and think about you and Sayoko. Ashley. Dad. Yes, Ashley? I saw Mom. I'm holding Dad's hand in mine. My grip is tight. His hand is warm. The feeling is new and familiar all at the same time. Dad. So much has happened. I'm feeling so many emotions. But most of all, I'm happy. I'm happy I have my dad back. This day. I'll never forget this day. When I grow up, no matter how bad things might get, I'll always remember today. The day I found my dad. Don't worry, by the time she gets 16 or 17 years old, she'll get angry at her dad again for leaving her alone and focusing on his work instead of focusing on her. Don't worry, we'll get there, eventually. There's a sequel to this. It happens in the end. I will stream the sequel in not too long. Not right away, but after I've streamed like 3 or 4 other games, maybe I'll come back to this and I'll complete the cycle. I'll play the sequel. The sequel is on Wii, so it will not be quite as complicated to set up for streaming. Well, I always thought I should one day go back to trying out this game. I'm quite happy that I got to do it. Gonna have to set up for the next game now. I should already change the title of the stream. Ow. Sin and Punishment 2, Successor of the Skies. Okay. Punishment. Yeah, the title in North America is Star Successor, so I don't have the category with the European name in it. Alright, but at least now the category is set properly. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Can't recall if there's any post-credit scene. Well, in the end, I didn't have any particular issue with all the gimmicks of having to close the Nintendo DS and stuff to get past certain puzzles, or blowing on the mic, or anything of the sort. I'm happy that it turned out as well as it did. That was something I was worried about going in, but quite glad that I didn't have to get all out of breath blowing into the mic like I did playing Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Okay, is it over? Birthday cake. Ah, yeah, you have to blow the candles. Wait. No? Ah, I saw one went out. No? I saw one went out. Ah, wait. Oh, okay. Here we go again. I spoke too soon. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay, whatever. Okay, they went out with just me speaking into the mic. Well, there we go. Okay, happy birthday, Ashley, and so on and so forth, I guess. All right. Yeah, you get to save your completed playthrough. Yeah, you have a couple things that change on the second playthrough, but overall there is no extra bit of a story or anything like that, so it's not important. But anyway, I'll stop the stream here very briefly, and I'll be back in a few minutes after I'm done setting everything up for Sin and Punishment 2. So hang tight, I'll be right back.